Hello again, guys, and welcome back to Henox Dev Lab. So let's go forward here and take a better look at this code now that it is written and that we have tested everything. So the first thing that we have here is the class declaration. And as I explained in the previous video, it must be Pascal case, okay? So just to remember, Pascal case is like this. It starts with an uppercase, and each new word will have an uppercase that it is a start also. Very well. So basically, for variables, we would have lower cases, okay? For example, if we were to write here not num2 with a digit, we could say num2, for example, or second number, for example, okay? So for variables, we'll be using this, and for classes, Pascal case. Very well. So the name of the class, if we mistype something here and not keep it being in the same as the file name, for example, as I said before, we're going to run into troubles, okay? So let's try this. For example, if we take out an S from the class name and save it, okay, we take Control S here, and we try to compile it back. So my first Java class.java, it will present an error for us, okay? So let's read it here. Class, my first Java class without an S, is public, should be declared in a file named my first Java class with one only s.java. So the class is what will tell the name of the file, basically. So depending on the name of the class, you will match the file name. Although, of course, if you already know the file name, the name of the class that you are going to use, you can start by creating the file first if that is for some reason interesting for you. So let's correct this back. And once again, this works and it will run smoothly once more. Okay, awesome. So now that we have checked this bit, we're going to go here over the public static void main string args. Okay, let's go a bit deeper now on this. So basically, this is the main method, which is the entry point of the Java program, okay? And it has the keyword public here at the beginning. And this public means basically that it can be accessed outside of the class. Which class? This class, my first Java class, okay? So if necessary, this method will be able to be accessed by another part of a program. So let's say that we are writing a bigger project with a lot of files, for example, okay? That is one example where we would be using, we would be needing to access this from outside of it, from outside of this class, I mean. So the static bit here, it will indicate that the method, which is this public static void main, this main method, it belongs to the class, to the my first Java class, rather than an instance of the class. We are going to go into instances later, but for now it is important to understand that this method, because it is static, it belongs to this class here, okay? All right, so the void, it basically tells that there is no returning value, okay? It is just pretty simple to understand here. And the main is the method name. So it will take an array, okay, of strings as parameters, okay? This is as far as we're going to go here on this bit now. And along the way, we're going to understand more stuff so that you can basically get Java bit by bit. Otherwise, Java may get more confusing than it actually is, okay? So here we have the printing, okay? So this is pretty simple, as we would use print, for example. We'll be using system.out.println here. And if necessary, we'll go through other methods of doing this. And here we declare the variables. And as I said before, we will tell the compiler which data type this variable will hold, okay? And then here, the same thing for the sum. In the previous video, I showed you guys that if we do not declare it, the code will not compile also. As the same thing goes with the semicolon, okay? That indicates the end of a statement. We need to have this end of a statement declared with a semicolon every time. And what else can we say here? Yeah, this is basically it. And it is important to understand the indentation as well. In Python, it is more straightforward in the manner that we know that indentation is very important. But here, for example, we can leave everything here. And what is going to be more important even is that we understand that we have opened and closed the curly brackets, for example, and that everything is inside of what it should be. For example, this method main is inside this class. How do we know it? If we check both opening and closing statements here as the curly brackets, we are able to understand that it is inside the class, okay? Which is what makes sense for this situation here. So this is basically it, just a new overview of this code. And we are gonna go deeper into stuff. I'm gonna next talk a bit more about this here in the next video, okay? So see you guys. It is a great pleasure. And let's go. Thanks for watching.